The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Carr. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and then go deep.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mike, 53, Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. 24. 53's Mike. Check out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Scarborough. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Chubb. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Bo Scarborough with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 8 coming up. On play action, now Carr. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. He's got a first down past the 30. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow, 84 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
It didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And just a yard to go here on second down. This is Scarborough. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. And nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A give. This is Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Phillips. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Fights off the defender. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second and 5. They run. This is Scarborough. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson, off play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Carr. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
His throw incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders will have in solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On first down, Carr looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr, wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Carr. Flushed out right. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty.
Touchdown, Raiders! It's complete. Hunter Renfro with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Flush to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Rocky drops in, and the Raiders are right back in this football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On the return, Phillips. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got a man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket, looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Throwing his car.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Carr.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They try again with Scarborough. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, it's a 4th win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.